YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Spiritual Just. Look at me. I'm in the sun. I got my Star Wars drip on. You know, I'm rocking. My bad. I'm rocking my chains, rocking my puka shell. You know, look. Today's topic is going to be about something just changed in my life. Something just changed. And what I mean by something just changed is this. I want to get into the story first, and then I'll say what happened, right? So, before I had my spiritual awakening, and before, everything all happened, right? Let's say I wasn't the best of getting in control of my emotions. Let's just say that. I mean, I used to just let that emotion come, and I used to just keep it all inside. And when it came out, it just like a bunch of emotions came out all at once, right? But look, something happened to me personally, and I was upset. It wasn't good for my energy. It lowered my vibration, kinda, right? But when it happened, I was mad and sad at the same time, right? But instead of what I did, this is the thing. In my head, I was like, nah, I'm just let it all out. I'm gonna let it all out now in this situation, so I will feel better. I feel great. So what I did was I got in control of my breathing, right? I wasn't meditating. I was just looking at one thing. I was just breathing, getting control of my breath. You know, I took 6 deep breaths, right? And once I took those 6 deep breaths, a thought came into my head, right? And it was just one word: Buddhism. So I was like, Buddhism. That I think that was the exact face I made. I was like when I thought of it, right? So I was like, Buddhism. So I did my research on Buddhism and stuff. And let's just say it's a possibility. It's a possibility. And what I mean by it's a possibility is I might actually become a Buddhist. Because when I was doing my research and I see how Buddhists act and what they do, I'm like, they make life seem so simple. Honestly. Now look, you know how I always say spread positivity, you know, be nice to others. But before that thought came to me, I was positive, but let's just say in my head, I was still negative, right? I was so negative. I used to sometimes compliment people, but sometimes judge them, right? But this is the thing. Once that thought came to my head and I see how Buddhists act, they say they think positive and they speak positive, right? And another thing with Buddhists is they're mindful. Be mindful. Now look, I have done a mindfulness meditation before, right? But this is the thing. Once you get done meditating, you're supposed to sit there for a while and remember that feeling, right? So I didn't remember what the mindfulness feeling was because I only did it one time, right? Because I didn't really think it was that important. You know what I'm saying? But look, so I sat there and I was like, man, be mindful. So the next day, right? I think this was on a Thursday. The next day, that morning, right? Because I went to sleep on it, right? That morning, I said, be mindful, right? I did a mindfulness meditation, but I did a guided one on YouTube, right? So as I sat there and I did the mindfulness meditation, once I got done, I sat there for a second and I remembered that feeling. And it was just once I got done and I opened my eyes, it was it was meant to be for me. Ever since then, I have always been positive. I have. I'd never judged anybody in my head or said it out loud. I actually compliment them in my head and I compliment them as well. I'm dead serious. I was positive. My mind was positive, and I was speaking positive. It was great. It was great. I was like, and this is the thing. And when I was mindful, sometimes I would speak so fast, right? Or I would speak so fast, or sometimes I would like mess up on my words. But when I was mindful, like, cause when it was happening and before I did that mindfulness meditation, I used to just try to remember to like not speak so fast or not mess up my words. But it was like when I did the mindfulness meditation, it's like I became aware of that, right? It was like one time I was talking to this dude. I was talking to one of my friends, and I was talking to him, and it was like I spoke something, I was speaking, and I almost spoke fast. But in my mind, I was like, speak a little slower. And I spoke slower, right? I spoke slower. Like, it just happened naturally, right? And another thing what happened was positive. Like, literally, like, sometimes I would not have a smile on my face. Like, I will always say, smile. Like, I will always, like, tell myself to smile, right? But it was just like, when I became mindful, I just smiled automatically. It was crazy. It was some crazy stuff, dog. Now, look, I might become a Buddhist. I'm just going to say, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's a possibility for me. So, I did a mindfulness meditation again today, and boy, have I felt great. I have. I have felt amazing. Right? But look, I just want to say this. Be aware of what you do. Be aware of your mind, be aware of your thoughts, and be aware of what you say. Because words are spells. If you're not speaking positive, or you're speaking down on others, or you're speaking down on yourself, your mind's going to take that in and accept that fact. Right? Be positive. Keep it mindful, dog. Spread positivity. Don't spread hate. Don't spread negativity. Be positive. I'm touching nature right now. Like, literally, I'm playing with this tree. I'm touching the leaves on it. I'm feeling good about myself. Now look, that's the end of the video. Go ahead, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I have my email down in the description of my channel, spiritualdress@gmail.com. If you have any questions, or if you want to talk to me, like, honestly, if you want to talk to me about something personal, just let me know. I'll keep it personal. You know what I mean? But I also created a TikTok account, spiritual.just on TikTok. Go ahead, follow me on there as well, because I just actually posted my first TikTok not too long ago. But that's just, I would probably post what my videos are ahead of time before I post it on YouTube, just so, like, you know, I would get people ready to see it, you know, trying to boost my community up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hit 50 subs. Trying to hit 50 subs. You know what I mean? But like I said, go ahead, like, subscribe, share. Hit that bell. But most likely, share. Tell your best friend. And tell your best friend to tell their friends. And then tell their friends to tell their friends. And tell their friends to tell their friends. Let's get to 50 subs. Let's spread positivity out here, dog. Come on, huh? Come on. Love yourselves. Help me. Let's keep it positive. Let's change the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the end of the video. Namaste. Peace out.